7:44 right now. If you are ready to ring in the new year with a whole new you may have some trouble keeping that weight off.
You might.
You
but
might.
We are joined by Adrienne Ramo from One Bite Wellness. She is going to tell us how to stay on track in 2015. It's possible.
It's possible.
Okay.
And I have to say, we need it. The two of us. I'm including you in that as well.
Everybody usually
And
wants
it's
to make
because
some
you
change.
said it.
So where do we even begin if we're
Right.
thinking about our goals and keeping them? What do you suggest?
I would start with figuring out why you want to make the change and whether it's more of a what I call external cue. If you want to lose some weight before your niece's wedding in March, you might have that, oh, I need to get there by this date, but you're doing it for a very short-term type of goal versus more of an internal or intrinsic goal of, I want to feel better, I want to have more vitality, how am I going to get there? And that is going to help keep you committed to your goal too. Another thing is SMART goals. So most people know what SMART goals are, but basically it's S is the specific part, M is measurable, the A is achievable, then R can be relevant, and then also timely. So instead of saying, I want to eat better, what does that mean for you? Does that mean you're eating a green every day? Does that mean you're eating according to the rainbow during the course of the week? And where do you start putting that in? It might be blueberries for breakfast on Tuesday morning, or mustard greens in your crock pot on Tuesday night.
So where do we begin? Let's start with what you have here, to get us along our way.
I think starting to change your environment is the key part. So if we want to start down here,
Okay.
one of the easiest things to do in the mornings is to have everything set up for you prior. So the night before, whether you're packing your gym bag and making your lunch, you can also put out your chia seeds and have your lemons ready to be squeezed, or your grapefruit or oranges if that's what you prefer. You could even make it the night before, so all you have to do is shake it up and take it with you in the car in the mornings.
And so this is grapefruit?
This is grapefruit and orange that I put in the blender, so the fiber is still intact and everything too, so it's not just pure sugar.
So this is great if you're doing stuff at home, but what if, it's Margarita Thursday with all your friends?
Do you have that?
What do you do then?
You have to make a plan. If you know yourself well enough to say, oh, I know I'm going to get the nachos and usually I have 3 margaritas, what you could do beforehand is start thinking about, well, let me take a look at the menu. What is a healthier choice that I can make that's still going to give me the things that I want, but also not help me go over the edge?
So know what you're going to order before you even get there.
Ideally. Even the case with restaurants. If you know that you're going to a certain restaurant, there's nothing preventing you from getting online and saying, I'm going to have this and this, rather than waiting till you get to the restaurant when you're going to be so hungry you don't care anymore and you'll eat whatever's not nailed down.
Okay, and what else have you brought here for us too?
These are
some other ideas.
Yeah, so a lot of times where people fail is around the 2 to 3 o'clock mark in the middle of the afternoon where they're starting to get really tired. The vending machine is calling their names. So if you have some of these things on hand, and none of them need to be refrigerated, you can keep them in your desk. I have some bananas right here, sliced up. These guys are almonds and walnuts, and you just make your own trail mix. If you want some hazelnuts in there or some cashews, that's fine too. I got some really good quality dark chocolate here. It's 85%. Most people can't really handle this, but I would say work your way up. If you're going from the Hershey's milk chocolate, go to 70%, 75%.
Dark chocolate tastes very different than regular chocolate if you've never had it.
But it's so good for you. It has antioxidants and minerals, and it fills you more than eating like 20 or 30 of the small things. And then I brought some dates, which you can stuff with some peanut butter, or one of my favorites is the chocolate hazelnut because it tastes like Nutella, but it's healthier. So.
I like that.
Are you allowed to cheat, though, at any point during this?
You can plan your treat days. That's what I do. I plan for a treat twice a week, and then the treats can be anything. So I might count this as a treat, or I might decide that I want Jenny's ice cream, and I eat that. And no guilt for your shame, because 90% of my diet is pretty good.
There you go. Well, real quickly here, you brought something else for us as well, and I know a lot of people do crock pots, so.
It's one of the best things I have in my household. Basically, you don't really have to prep a whole lot. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to really chop up everything. You throw it in the crock pot. You can do this first thing in the morning, head out to work, you come home. The aroma that hits you is so much better than the aroma that hits you from a bag that you're opening from McDonald's, in my opinion. And then also just planning. So whether you have a favorite cookbook that you like to pull a lot of your recipes from, there's actually one that I like specifically for crock pots, but this one's more for the blender. So you can make your smoothies, you can make soups, juices in here, and I just refer to this a lot. And it's a great way to make your menu plan during the week and say, okay, I'm going to do this awesome smoothie for breakfast, and I'm going to do a lentil soup for dinner, and everything's planned out. That way you can't fail.
So planning is the key.
I think so.
Adrienne Ramo, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
Good
you guys.
advice.
Oh, thanks so much.